We have America's favorite house guest, Donny. Look at that. There's proof right there.
Absolutely. Thank y'all, America.
There was no doubt ever that it was going to be you.
Well, I appreciate it. It's really a great honor. I feel unworthy, but I am so grateful.
That's why everybody voted for you, because that's what you would say.
Yeah, I'm just a simple man from Albemarle, North Carolina that come to play a game I love. I played it to the best of my ability, and I appreciate the outcome.
And you're not special forces, even if you pull your socks up.
Absolutely. I had to show someone tonight what my leg looks like because there's no hair on my leg, and Devin thought I was in the military.
That was probably one of the funniest things that kind of came out of the paranoia of the house.
It was amazing. They thought I was a college professor because I had a Harvard shirt. I bought it for $8. They might have thought I went to NC State. I found that in the Lost and Found when I was a janitor. So, I am who I said I was.
I don't know whether you managed to watch much of the show back, but there were many conversations about they really genuinely thought that you were playing, not dumb, but just, not playing as smart as you really were, like with the Harvard shirt.
Yeah, I was exactly who I said I was. I was as smart as I am, and I'm as dumb as I am. So they got Donnie. 100%.
I think you're a true-hearted, loyal, kind, gentle, generous human being.
Thank you so much.
And that is really how you came across. And at one point you had this conversation, I think it was with Derrick, but it was with one of the boys, and you were saying that, you hadn't backstabbed anyone, you really had just been yourself, true, and played the game probably more truthfully than anyone else. And I think that really is what saved you and kept you going, because you very early in the piece picked that Derrick was pulling the strings.
Absolutely. I knew it. And I have a good gut. You can ask my girlfriend. I got a good gut, and I felt it was him. There for a while, I was scared to name names. In the diary room, they wanted me to name names, and I didn't. But I just started naming names, and my gut was right the whole time because my buddy Zach confirmed it for me.
And anyone who actually went to Derrick and called him out literally went the next week.
Absolutely. Even anybody I befriended would go. Jacosta went. I befriended Hayden. He went next. Zach went. I started, every time a friend would leave, I would start to befriend another. And so if I'd have stayed another week, I was working on Beast Mode Cowboy.
That was your game plan, was just to befriend everybody and get rid of them that way.
I only needed one person in this game. You only need 1 week. Well, actually, you only need one game. 1 day. You just needed to survive 1 day, 1 day, 1 day.
Oh, it's funny because in the beginning, I don't know what's going on there. I think, Beast Smoke's doing like ninja moves in the background. Just not that we're distracted at all. I can't even remember what I was going to say. Hold on, I'll go to my Twitter questions. We got Twitter questions because, as you know, you were a fan favourite, and Twitter went crazy when we asked questions, and we had to kind of pick the best of them. One was, do you think that sticking to a very planned early bedtime each night hurt your gameplay, considering that so many of the house guests were night owls?
Yeah, looking back, I don't think so. There was a big alliance. The alliance as big as 8 people. They denied it. It might not have been a full 8 people, but that was half the house. With the people I had left, there was no one to choose from to make an alliance with. No one that I could trust, that is. So I couldn't combat that big alliance. So me going to bed at midnight ain't early. You only get good sleep before midnight, so I was missing out on a good sleep. I would go to bed at midnight. I would wake up when they woke us up, and the people would still be sleeping during the day. It was a good thing because toward the end, there was people I didn't care about being around. So going to bed, that was good. I was away from them. I couldn't do any damage. I wasn't sticking my foot in my mouth when I'm not talking to nobody. When you're sleeping, you can't be plotting against no one. So if you can't do it in 16 or 17 hours, I ain't going to waste my sleep on a few more hours.
Is there anything that if you could hit the rewind button that you would do differently?
As of tonight, no. Not in this game with these same people. I done as good as I could do. I won when I needed to win, and my poor old body just run out of gas.
Aww.
I was twice these people's age. Hayden's 21, I'm 42. I'm not playing the old by no mean because I beat him in several competitions.
Yeah, you were awesome. You were a great challenger. They were surprised. They wrote you off in the beginning. I don't know whether you know this, but they were like, oh, he won't be any good. And then you started winning, and they were like, what?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know it to start with, but I was target number one. So if they would have got their way, I would have went home week one. Thank God for splitters that I lasted 70 days.
Yes, true. I was like, what? That was a funny comp. Okay, next question was, no one asked that one. Okay, as a super fan of the show and as a player, would you like to see Big Brother rotate games, i.e. the pool table, a dartboard, or pinball machines? I'm not quite sure why someone's asking you that, but it might be relevant to you.
Yeah, to me, I did not play a lot of pool. I was more of a spectator. I liked watching the younger guys play. It wouldn't, no. Some of the guys said they would like the ping pong table. We got it in the jury house, and they liked it a lot. So, hey, if Big Brother wanted to rotate it, that would be good for these younger guys.
I think that's why. Maybe because you weren't playing. Maybe that's why.
I didn't play a lot. I just enjoyed watching. I had to save my energy for competitions.
Which worked well. It was a great strategy.
Slow and steady wins the race.
One other question. Once you learned Frankie was related to Ariana, did you think it gave him an unfair advantage because of her fame and influencing people in the game?
That is a good question. You know, once he came out, I thought people like Beast Mode kind of changed because he was going to throw it to try to get Frankie out, and that brought them together. People like Victoria was starstruck. I remember finding out about it, hearing everybody scream, and I was like, you know, what's going on? He's like, my sister is a superstar, and I said, I'm sure you love your sister as much as I love my sister.
Aww.
So, you know, to me, no matter what your sister is, you love her. So it didn't affect me.
That's why we love the Donny, because he just treats everyone equally with the same amount of love.
Well, thank you.
Oh, what's next? What are you going to do after this?
Well, I am going Friday to be on a soap opera, The Bold and Beautiful.
You are not.
I am. I can say that because most people has asked me about it. Yeah, I've got the envelope in my pocket. I'm going to go and be on there Friday.
Are you being yourself in it, or are you playing a character?
I don't know. I have no idea. Julie Chen announced it on my eviction night, so everybody heard it when I was evicted. After that, I'm ready to go back home and get my job back and get my life back.
Donny, I don't think you're going to be going back to mowing those lawns. You're such a well-loved character. There's so many shows that you could be a part of. We loved you so much. America loved you so much. They voted for you. We hope to see you again. We don't want you to go back and mow lawns. We want you to stay on our TV screens forever. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much.
We love the Donny. We love the Donny.
Thank you.
Thanks for voting for Donny. Go spend that money.
Thank you so much.
You are awesome. You're a beautiful person.
Thank you. My
You
mama
really
done
were.
a fine job.
She did.
I've never had a lot of confidence in life, and I guess that's why I am the person I am, and I can't understand why people would make a lot out of me. But I do appreciate it. And I still don't know what's out there yet because they kept all this stuff from us.
Oh, when you see it, then you'll see
You've
why
been
you're
an
so
astronaut,
beautiful.
You've been a doctor. You've
yeah.
been, that's all
Special
just some of the people in the
forces?
house. We all knew who you were.
Yeah.
You very
When
early
you
on
see
in
it
the
back,
season,
you'll see why we value you so much.
You were America's favorite very on in the season.
Wow.
We knew.
Because y'all knew who I was because y'all seen the pickup.
Yeah, we
Y'all
knew,
know who
we
I
knew.
am.
I actually,
Yeah.
beginning of the season, pre-season, when your interviews were released, I said Derrick needs to hook up with Donny, Nicole, and Christine, and the four of them together can run this house.
Well, if I think the best thing that came out of this was that you finally really understanding your true worth, then that's
How long before you
a
shave
bloody
this
good
off?
thing. Yeah, you're going to shave the beard off?
They
Well-
can't because they went it for Bold and the Beautiful.
Well, I tell you this morning, the producers of Big Brother called me, and they talked me into it. I was going to shave this off before this live show tonight, I was going to be as smooth as you tonight.
Wow.
But when I got here, they already hired the guy to do it.
Wow.
When I got here, they said for the fact that things may be offered to you after this, they would
Yeah.
respect and let me keep it. So they paid someone to trim it up for me. It looks nice, don't it?
I bet Gillette are probably going to pay you a cool mill to shave that off.
They're cashing in on the Duck Dynasty.
You ready?
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I bet he gets his own reality show. That's what we want.
It'll be mowing
Newsflash.
lawns with Donny.
Yeah, newsflash. You hear it here. We have a knack at Reality Wanted
You gotta
of
hook me
breaking news. And I just have this knack, and I think you will be going on to bigger and better things.
You need to have
I have feeling. I feel it in my waters. I do. I have a knack of like predicting things that come true. It's freaky. Oh, I'm so excited for you to be on the Bold and Beautiful.